Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and Tuesday Craft Day. Well, today we're going to finish up that little portfolio or folio album that we started last week, and we're going to see if we can get a cute little picture album ready in time to put some Christmas pictures in it and maybe save it for your family. This is a very versatile type of album, and I have made many of them before. And I've actually made one that I'm going to share a card. If I can find the video, I'll share a card at the end of this video so that you can see it. I did make a couple of them that included recipe cards. And I was thinking this is a perfect type of little album for those of you who do cookie swaps, because everybody who has a cookie in the cookie swap can make their recipes on recipe cards or index cards. And then if everybody has a folio album, they can start a collection of Christmas cookies and have them from year to year for the cookie swap. I can't remember how many recipes actually fit in the folio that I made for it, but we'll check it out when we look at the video again. It's been a while since I made it. And what happened with mine was that I was asked to bring certain recipes to someone's house for a get-together, and they wanted copies of the recipe. So instead of just giving them the recipe card, I made them the little folios that would allow them then to keep their seasonal residence here in Florida. And this would allow them to just keep that little book right here in Florida and add to it with other recipes from friends as the time permitted. So I'm going to take you down to the desk, and we're just going to spend a few minutes decorating the folio that we put together the other day. I will tell you I don't have paper from just one paper stack, because the paper stack I was using didn't have really good selections to use for the inside of the album. So I have lots of paper, and so I've gone through the paper and just picked out some coordinating prints and papers to use for the inside of the album. So let me take you down to the desk and we'll put together the inside decorating of our Christmas or winter folio album. Be right back. All right, here we are back, and here's our album that we put together the other day, and we're going to do our inside page decorating today. I was putting on another light. Just a minute. Get a little more light on the subject. Okay, so on the inside, this is the book that we put together with our pocket over here. Let me just show you. We have a pocket here, okay? And then we have our flips over here. Now I have cut my papers already, and you will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the front, 7 on the back. That's 14, and then 1 for this piece down here, so that's 15 pieces altogether. And what I have done is numbered them. I went through and I put one on each, okay, on each flap, and then as I took them out, I numbered them so that I would remember in which direction they went. All right. And I have 2 ones, so that's over here. Okay, here we are. Now these pages, if you remember, we cut them 4.5 by 4, and then scored them at 1/2 inch on one side, and that's where we made this little flap that attached to the book. So they end up being 4 by 4. All right, so I cut my papers all at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Now I want to put the same little edge on the bottom of these as I have on the book, on these pages, this little curvy edge. So I'm going to use my We Are Memory Keepers tool that we used out the other day. And I'm just going to put that little edge, you can see, on the bottom of those pages. Whoop. Okay. 3, 4. Okay. So this is how they're going to go. And I'm going to start just putting these on, and I'm going to be using wet glue to do that. And I did just unclog this and it clogged up again. Hold on 1 second. Alrighty. One, two, three, four, and this is art glitter glue, and you can get it on Amazon or at some of the online craft places. I've not seen it ever at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's. And I seem to have another clog, so we'll have to unclog it again. When you buy this glue, it comes with a pin that stays inside the glue. But I lost the little pin, so consequently, it keeps clogging up on me. And you can buy replacement pins. And the reason you have to use the pin, like that needle, I couldn't leave that in there because it would rust the glue. The one that comes with it, does not. And one more. Oops. And I forgot to cut this one. Sorry. See if I can do that without making too much of a mess. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? Let me just get that glue off of here before it dries. There you go. Isn't that pretty, huh? Now, for this pocket, when it is completed, it is 5 by 4. All right, so I took a piece of my paper that I wanted to use, and I laid it on the top. I basically laid it on the top and made a mark on it here, made a mark on it here, and just cut a rectangle. And then I laid it again, and I made a mark on it here, and made a mark on it here. And I put it on my cutter and lined up the 2 points on the blade and cut it, and then it fits right in there. So we'll put that one on. All right, so now I'm going to start with the inside, and I want to have the same edge. Now you have to remember that if you have a pattern that is going in a certain direction, that these edges are going up, okay? Up, not down. So you want to make sure you put your little grooves on the right side. But these don't really have a direction on them, so it really doesn't make too much difference. So we'll do number 1. Two. Now, if you have a paper pack that you buy, you'd have, of course, enough coordinating papers in your pack. But like I said, I didn't really have that many in that one particular pack. They were all just like plain blue, and you really wanted to have a little bit of variety. So I just looked for other blue papers in my paper stash. And the last one. So when you have them all cut out in advance, it really doesn't take too long to put them together. So there you go. All right, we'll be right back, and we're going to decorate the outside of the album. Stay tuned. Okay, one more thing before we get to the cover. I'm going to cover these little strips in between the pages. Now I have some washi tape which will fit right in here. So that's what I'm going to use. However, you can use little strips of your paper, designer paper. You just would pick one. See, it just covers up this plain blue hinge kind of place. And of course, washi tape you can tear, but I want to make sure I get a straight edge. So I shall cut it. Now that's a little narrow, but so that's not going to work on that one. I'm going to have to cut it down. Let me just get it cut, and I shall trim it. And of course, you know, washi tape you can pull right up if you don't like it where it was. All right, let's see how this one is. Yep, that's a little long too, a little wide. So we'll just trim some off. Let me get the length. When you paper craft, you have to make sure you have good scissors and keep them for just your paper crafting. And I say that like I did it, but I don't. And I have to go through more scissors. There we go. You can see how that works, see? Well, those first two must have been just a little bit wider. So I'm having to trim all of these, and that's all right. That's no big deal. This takes a second. Probably would have been just as easy to use some of the designer paper. But I can practice my cutting skills. Which are only fair because of course everything I own is for a right-handed person. So if you're doing a lot of cutting, it's not very comfortable to use these scissors because the curve of the hand is going in the wrong direction. And I know they have scissors for left-handed people, but you know, they cost substantially more. So I have never invested in them, so I wouldn't know how to use them. I probably think they were wrong. And one more. And that one I can just put on because this bottom piece doesn't flip up. So there you go. That makes it just a little bit more finished looking. And you can see that the different I think I'm going to have to trim this one. We'll put a new one on. It was bending up because one of the pages was bending it. And there we go. How about the first one? No, the first one seems to be okay. Well, no, it isn't. See that? See that bending up there on the edge? But at least with this tape, you can pull it off and it doesn't harm your product. So we'll just put the new one. Okay, they're all done now. All right. I'm sorry, I had to take that phone call. That was my husband. When he was checking one of the houses that we look after for some seasonal residents that are not here, he found an Amazon package or a package. And obviously it wasn't for those people because they're in Canada. So we were trying to determine who it belonged to so we could deliver it to the right house. And that's what I was doing, is looking through the phone book to give him an address. I don't know about your shopping this year, but of course I'm doing most of mine online, and it's gotten to be, if the Amazon driver doesn't have a package to drop off at my house, he just stops in to see if we're okay. Not really, but it seems that way. Okay, this is the back of the book, and I have some stickers that's just going to put on the back. Winter, bundled up, cuddled up. Okay, so let's get those on. This is the outside back. And you never want to make anything perfectly straight, you know, in a line. It looks better if it's, everything is just a little offset from each other. And usually you don't want to make even numbers of items either. There you go. There's the winter. Okay. Now we'll turn to the front. I have these snowflakes that I found, and they're actually a tree ornament. That I've cut the little piece off for the tree. I have one sticker that says I love snow, so we're going to start with that. And then I'm going to take one of these and I think I'll put it right there. And I think I'll use a dab of hot glue for that, right around in the middle. And I have another one that can go here. I'm just going around the middle circle. It doesn't take much. It's a very lightweight. Now I also have some ski poles. And I was wondering how they would work. I think those will look cute. I think they go that way. I'll try this way. Whoop. These ski poles are something I bought, I don't know, I think I probably found them at a Goodwill, and they came with the skis too, but the skis are just too big. Now I'm just going to offset that one, see a little bit down at the bottom. And just put a little of this hot glue on here, trying to avoid my fingers. I'm just going to give it a little time to adhere. And there you go. Here's the front of our, let me just get this out of the way and I can get in closer. The front of our book, all decorated. I love snow. And inside we have our folio. And we can send some nice pictures of wintertime fun. And I know there's lots of people right now that don't love snow. They've had a lot of it. But I hope you enjoyed this. Let me bring you up. And I'm over at the other side of my room. I'm going to try to go this way because otherwise you'll be looking right into the window. And I have my work glasses on, which are crooked. But anyway, I'm crooked. I don't know if it's the glasses are crooked or me. Anyway, so that's how it is for today. That's the last of our folio. And that was really kind of fun. I think we'll do some more paper crafting in the weeks and months coming up, along with the wreaths, and we'll have a lot of fun doing different things. I also did jewelry for a number of years, but I haven't done jewelry for so long. I'm not sure I remember how to do all of that, crimping and twisting and whatever, but we might give that a try sometime too. You know, if you're a crafter, you love to try all kinds of things, and I am a Gemini crafter, so I've always got at least 2 irons in the fire, if not 3. So I'm going to say this is our last video for this week because, of course, Friday being Christmas, I will not be putting up a video unless it's just a Merry Christmas video, but I don't really expect to. I'm hoping to still have one up for Sunday. It's not an absolute given. It depends on what's going on, but I don't expect there'll be much of anything different than normal with the pandemic and all of the issues. Nobody's coming here and I'm not going anywhere else. So until then, I want to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Don't forget the reason for the season. And If you don't celebrate Christmas, have a happy holiday. Those of you who celebrate Hanukkah, I believe it's just now over. Kwanzaa and all of the other holidays out there, I don't remember. I don't want to really say them all because I'm sure I'll leave somebody out, and I don't mean to. But anyway, have a great, great week. Enjoy your family. Enjoy, if you have no family and you're by yourself, enjoy your own company. And you are your best friend, you know. So anyway, have a great week. And I'll see you again probably Sunday. If not Sunday, it'll be next Tuesday. And next Tuesday, we'll be working on another winter wreath. So until then, I'm going to say, play by the rules. Keep your distance, wear your mask, wash your hands. Have a great, great week. And everybody play nice now. I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.